Hi everyone, this is a response to Peter, Tooltime 9901's video Where Have All the Vloggers Gone, which I'll link to below. This channel here, the Mystical, is a new one for me, although I've had other channels over the years and I've been following a lot of the prominent YouTube vloggers, particularly the atheist YouTube community, for around 5 years or so. I definitely think Peter's right in his observations. Both the frequency and quality of outputs declined quite drastically over the last year or so, and there's very little in the way of new or up-and-coming channels to take over the mantle. And one of my major complaints with the YouTube atheist community is how much it's descended into infighting and bitching and that sort of thing. It's become an increasingly insular community, and that leaves no real way in for newcomers. You just have the same users with, several thousand subscribers constantly commenting on each other's videos. And it becomes this kind of dying beast feeding on itself with nothing external to sustain it. The shit with TJ, the Amazing Atheist, and Coughlin616, and the stuff with Coughlin616 and Thunderfoot, for example, it's just a fucking embarrassment to all involved. I know there was a time when Pwnage videos were a surefire way to draw viewers, to get people taking sides and so on, but I think by now most viewers have seen enough of that for it to have become stale and passé. Not least the fact that these people aren't really arguing about anything in particular, it's just a big schoolyard pissing contest. Someone else I follow whose output I think has decreased dramatically in quality is the Archfiend. His channel used to offer a lot of fairly intelligent commentary on current events, and now he pretty much solely focuses on what he dubs to be YouTube's whores, all the while including their names in his titles and keywords to draw an audience to his videos, which he then makes money off. I'm going to elaborate on that in another video though, but I think the monetary aspect of YouTube, and especially the most prominent YouTubers, may also be a factor, because rather than being a means of discovering issues and talking points, a lot of them now are relying on buzzwords that people are already searching for, so they can drive up their viewership and add revenue through that. As far as the atheism side of things, I do think unfortunately it's pretty much been exhausted. People can talk about theistic and non-theistic viewpoints and how they relate to current events, like the current issue of contraception in the US and so on, but really I'd imagine it's pretty hard to find any new ground to cover on that. So basically I think it's down to YouTubers themselves to find interesting topics that everyone can have an opinion on, including newcomers, and to highlight and bring those to our attention. And if the only alternative's stirring up these childish conflicts and infights or treading water, maybe it's best that they just say nothing. Cheers guys, thanks for listening.